Each year in the fall, Live Oak Academy engages in one of its two fundraising efforts for the year. We usually call the fundraising effort in the fall the annual appeal. As time comes for you to pay your taxes, it's also usually a time for families to consider who they will support in terms of charitable donations. Live Oak Academy, as a 501c3, can be a charitable donation and therefore a tax deduction for you. I try to keep the noise about fundraising down to a minimum at the Academy, and the reason for that is that I deeply value and appreciate the involvement of all families here at the Academy. Raising children by means of homeschooling can be a challenge, and one of those challenges is that unlike most families in the Bay Area, which are dual income families, many Live Oak Academy families have sacrificed the possibility of dual incomes or multiple incomes in order to homeschool. We recognize that and care about that a lot in our fundraising efforts. So why does Live Oak Academy need to do any fundraising at all? Like most educational institutions that are private and depend on tuition and fees for operating costs, Live Oak Academy is in the same boat. It's not unusual at all for educational institutions that are private to obtain about 20 to 30% of their revenue by means of fundraising and donations. Now, Live Oak Academy's number has always been far below that. We try very hard to manage our expenses and keep tuition low, and the end result is that we have usually about a 5 or 6% amount that we need to in our budget to meet our operating expenses. That money is used for the biggest areas of expense in our budget, and there's one expense overall, and that is payment to our teachers and staff for delivering excellent education in our classrooms. That's what it's all about, and that's what we use the annual appeal money directly for. We need your generosity and the generosity of your extended family and friends to keep paying our best teachers and keep the Academy running. Our fundraising and donations goal of $60,000 for this academic year will go a long way towards having a successful year. Frankly, it's hard to imagine where we'd have to cut back without the support of your donations. Of course, this time of year, as you consider charitable donations, is a great time to think about giving. In addition, there's a tradition that's been built up here in America, and perhaps it's even worldwide, where just about every charitable institution you can think of is seeking your help around what's been called Giving Tuesday. And of course, we care about that as well. We want to be on the radar as you think about places where you might give. Giving Tuesday is the target date for many organizations. That's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. That's perfectly fine if you want to contribute to Live Oak Academy's needs at that time, but of course the annual appeal that we run extends all the way till the end of the calendar year. Our website has information on how to make donations to the Academy. You can give via the normal methods. You're always welcome to come into the office and hand us a check. That's always a great way to do it. So as I'm heading off to teach, I was thinking about the little video that we put together yesterday for our annual appeal, and it struck me how grateful I am for you and your generosity and your support of Live Oak Academy over the years. Every year we start off, and it seems to me like it's such a high hill to climb to meet our budget objectives, and this year feels no different to me. $60,000 in donations and fundraising feels like it's a big target and it's a big hill to climb. But I simply must not forget that every year the Lord is faithful. He supplies for our needs, and so often that's been done through you and your generosity. And I deeply appreciate that and want to thank you for that. So as you're considering your end of year donations, remember Live Oak as a possibility for a charitable donation, and God bless you and thank you.